Army, I'll ask you, what has it been like to find out that your children have a special need?
Oh, at first it was devastating having, one having to find out that Marcus is autism, and then the more devastating when we found out two of them has that. It's hard for us, and thank God, Variety helped us with diagnosing them earlier, because we heard that Sunny Hill was having this 2 to 3 years before we have approved.
And that's too late to wait
Yeah,
that long.
yeah. So thank God there's Variety who helped us, making everything like easier and faster.
I guess the most difficult part is getting not getting the money from Variety or having them help you, but maybe like finding it within your own funds and then having to think, how am I going to do this?
Yes, definitely finding out how are you going to try and pay for whatever it is that they need. Do you need to get a different assessment? Do you need to get something else? How can you make everything easier for them to go through and get whatever they need?
And Variety steps in. And
they step in and they definitely give you that helping hand, right? And make it a lot easier.
For you, what do you think has been the most difficult thing that you needed help with, that Variety stepped in? Was it the
accessing the assessment, accessing services, paying for the assessment? The assessment's very, very, very expensive. I had no idea. The assessment helps open doors for all the other services like speech therapy and occupational therapy, which he also needs.
Well, speech therapy is very expensive.
Yes.
Can I ask how much?
It's $165 an hour.
Wow.
And he goes every Tuesdays and bi-weekly Thursdays. So.
And it's made a difference for him?
Yes, definitely, because he was minimally verbal at first, and he was having tantrums, and we didn't understand. And it wasn't until the assessment, and we learned what ASD was and why he was struggling with all the challenges he was having.
Because unfortunately, having these situations, they're not cheap to figure out, are they?
No, it hasn't been. Like even the behavioral consultant that came into the house, that's $130 an hour. And that adds up quick. It's expensive. Everything's expensive.
Yeah, so that extra help that Variety can provide really helps her develop. And we saw her walking around today,
How amazing is that?
Yeah, that's amazing. So just even the gift of the walker, I'm assuming, helped
The gift of the walker changed her perspective on life and her mobility and being able to catch up with her brother and a walk through the store. And yeah,
Get
all teary-eyed thinking about it.
So many people take that for granted. And you seeing your child doing that, I can't even imagine.
Variety has a very special place in our hearts.